I recently posted this video where I discussed the exact pricing strategy that I have used for these 3 print-on-demand products. And that video got such great feedback, lots of positive comments, and I know it's super helpful seeing these exact pricing strategies. However, something that I did mention in the last video is that pricing is not a one-size-fits-all strategy, and simply just mirroring another pricing strategy doesn't necessarily always mean that it's going to work for you. The reason that this is because whatever you might be selling, if it is one of those 3 product types that were mentioned in that video, or maybe if it's something different, you might be also targeting a different audience. You might be targeting different niches than what I might be targeting. And there might be some variety in there that can impact the success of your pricing strategy. And so in this video, that is why I wanted to share with you how I come up with my pricing strategies and how you can actually implement the same steps so that you can repeat this process to find a pricing strategy that's going to work for you in your print-on-demand business. If you are new to my channel, my name is Taylor. Hello. On my channel, I focus on all things Etsy and print on demand, as well as in the future, I'm planning on making some more videos about passive income streams and other income streams that I've been able to create for myself as an entrepreneur. So if any of that interests you, then be sure to boop the subscribe button down below. It's important that you are being competitive in your pricing strategy for any print-on-demand product that you are selling. What that means is you want to make sure that you aren't the most expensive product that is in the market that you are trying to sell in, as well as I don't recommend being the cheapest either. Where I've actually found the most success is to be somewhere within the middle. Something that I found to be really interesting with print on demand is that often you can have a higher profit margin when you are in more small and specific niches. For example, a huge niche on Etsy that's also just extremely competitive is the mom niche. And in the mom niche, there is really kind of a fight to be number 1. And a lot of times that fight to be number 1 ends up being who will sell essentially the same thing for the cheapest. And that's particularly not a battle that I want to be part of. I rather see a higher profit margin. And when I have dabbled and gotten into more specific, smaller niches, and maybe even a specific niche of the mom niche, for example, we could make that somebody who is a twin mom or triplet mom, that has just lessened the competition by a significant amount when we get a little bit more specific like that. And what I found is when you are in more of those specific niches, you often can charge a little bit of a higher price and receive a higher profit margin because it's not as competitive. And so that's why it's really important with whatever pricing structure you put in place is that you are doing research behind the scenes in the niche and the product that you are looking to sell so that you know what that high ticket price is in that category as well as the low ticket. And again, I recommend trying to be somewhere in the middle. So what that research looks like for me is jumping directly onto Etsy, and I want to peruse or browse around the product and niche that I'm looking to sell in. In this example, because I already mentioned it, we'll just jump to twin mom. So say we're looking to sell a twin mom shirt. I'm gonna just start off by typing in twin mom shirt. Of course, this process can be applied with any niche, any product type. So this doesn't just apply to shirts, it can be twin mom mugs. It could also be pickleball shirts or knitting mugs or whatever other interest or niche or whatever it might be that you are looking to do research on. All right, so once I have searched that, I am going to go ahead and start looking at the search results. I always do skip past the rows that have an ad by Etsy seller. The reason that I skip past these rows is because these listings are paying for this placement. They have put money for an ad to be shown here, and they aren't ranking organically on the first page of search. So I want to make sure that I am comparing myself amongst listings that are ranking organically. The other thing is we want to be looking at listings that are of the exact product type that we are going to be selling or close enough to the exact product type that we are going to be selling. In this first row of listings here, I can see that this t-shirt here, as well as this t-shirt here, appear to be on a Comfort Colors brand shirt. So if I am looking to be selling a Comfort Colors brand shirt, then these would be perfect to look at and look at their price points so that I can gather some data that we're going to analyze to determine our pricing strategy. However, if I was selling a Bella and Canvas 3001, I would want to make sure that I'm scrolling through and looking for listings that are being sold on a Bella and Canvas 3001. That is going to help me get the most accurate pricing. So in our research example here, we will say that I am looking to sell a Bella and Canvas 3001, and I'm looking to target the twin mom niche, as it's a little bit more of a small specific niche that I might have a better chance at seeing sales in. In the search results, I found these two listings, potentially even this listing here, that look like they might all be selling on a Bella and Canvas shirt. So I am going to go ahead and open those up in my tabs here. I'm going to try to find two more listings for this specific t-shirt.
A few moments later.
I have my 5 listings here. The reason that I chose 5 is because I want to have a good sample amount of data for me to get a better understanding of what this product is selling for. You could, of course, find more listings for your product type and come up with a lot more data, a lot more of an average of what people are selling for, but I think 5 is generally a good number to get started. Another thing to add is if you are scrolling through the search results and you're looking at a listing, you see the mock-up image and you think it is for a product that is similar to yours or the same type of product, for this example, a Bella Canvas 3001, what you can do is go into the size chart on the listing, and that is often where a seller will actually put the brand of the shirt that they're selling. So here we can see this is a Bella and Canvas, so we have that confirmation. What we are going to do from here is add this item to our cart so that we can see the true cost of the product. It doesn't necessarily matter what variation that you pick as you are adding the item to your cart, but I would encourage you just to be mindful of different price options that you might see within the dropdown. In this particular listing, they have small through extra large at $10.99 as the price here, and their 2X and 3X are at different price points. For this, I'm going to just add the large to the cart first. This seller charges $5.99 for shipping, and so their true cost of this product is $16.98, which I am going to make a note of. Because this listing had different prices for the 2X and 3X, I also want to make a note of that. So for the small through XL, they had this priced at $16.98 all in. And if we actually remove that from our cart, we will go back. The 2X was an additional $2, so that should bring us to $18.98. I am going to make a note of that. That is for the 2XL. And then the 3XL was $2 additional on top of that. So that would make the 3XL $20.98. I am going to remove this from our cart, and let's take a look at the next listing here. So here's another shirt, and we are going to look at the sizes. This is a listing that you can see they have tons of different variations. We want to make sure that we are picking and looking at the pricing for the specific variation that we are looking to sell. A lot of times a seller will do this where they have all of these different variations of the product in their options so that they can look a little bit cheaper than what the product actually is. Their mock-up image, of course, shows a actual adult size, but you can see here they also sell toddler as well as even baby bodysuits. So that is why the price looks so cheap overall. If you ever want to learn how to create listings like this and add in all of these different types of variations, I do have a video that I will link up above as well as in the description that you could check out after this if you ever wanted to create listings like this. It's really tedious, so just mentally prepare for that if you are ever going to do this. I don't personally do this, but I know a lot of people like to. So I'll have that video linked up above. What we want to see here is the adult sizes. So here we have the unisex small. They go all the way up to 4XL, and it looks like they also do a little bit of a different pricing tier to the different sizes. So small through large are all, or small through medium actually, are at a price point. Large goes up a little bit, XL goes up a little bit, 2X, 3X, and then all the way to 4X. So I'm going to start by just looking at the small and medium. Those are the same price, so I'm going to just add the medium to my cart and the natural, doesn't matter the color, add it to our cart, view our cart. And this seller charges $4.47 for shipping. So the true cost of the small and medium for this shirt is $18.81. I'm gonna remove it from my cart. We'll go back and take a look at the large, as that was a different price point. Shipping should still be the same since it is all within one listing, but for a large, it is $19.41. Remove that and go back. XL, they charge a little bit more. Their price is $20.01. And 2XL is $20.61. I'm gonna grab the 3XL pricing, and then I'm not gonna worry about the 4XL for this particular listing. So their 3XL price is $21.81. I'm going to repeat this process through the next 3 listings so that I can add to my sticky note here of all of the different pricing that I am observing for my product type. After gathering all of that information on my note here for small through 3XL for this product type, I then actually off camera went and found the average of each of these sizes and what they're being sold for. So with the information that I found, a size small on average of these 5 different listings sold for $20.43, a medium sold for $20.48, a size large sold for $20.71, XL $20.89, 2XL $22.07, and then 3XL was $23.41. Now, different sellers split this price in different ways. Some offered free shipping and had a higher front-facing price that a customer saw initially before even adding the item to their cart, and then others had a lower customer-facing price and then added on a shipping cost to get them to their true cost of product. And you could split this up in any which way that feels comfortable for you and what you are looking to do in your shop. But what I would do with this information is then establish my pricing strategy based off of this. This is the average, the middle ground of what those 5 listings were selling for. And so with the strategy that I've always used in my print-on-demand business, this is where I want to try to aim to be. And as you do this research on your own, depending on the product type or even niche that you are exploring, you might find that these averages go up or go down. In my personal experience, I've found that you can often get away with charging a little bit of a higher price on more specific, smaller niches that are less competitive and ultimately see a higher profit margin than you sometimes can see with a more competitive niche like the mom niche. And that's why I always root for the small niches, you know, small niches for the win. Let me know any questions that you might have in the comments down below, and be sure to like this video if you found value in it. As always, I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in the next one.